Hey, what's up guys? It's me here, it's Adrian, and today we're going to be reviewing the process of this video about a painting that I made. So yeah, I basically started with a bunch of strokes, aimless. I didn't know what I wanted to do here. I had no idea where I was going with this, and after laying down a couple brush strokes, I just realized that there might be something. I started to see different possibilities, and I think as soon as I laid down this horizon line, everything started to click, and from here on it was like more of a process of experimentation and exploration, I would say. So I slowly started to introduce color, and I actually wanted to make you guys realize this because I am only using one single layer for the entirety of this piece. I was gonna say video, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, I only used one layer, and this made everything more challenging, but I truly wanted to see, how can I get out of my comfort zone? And I would actually be lying if I said that, because I'm quite comfortable working with fewer layers, but this is a little bit extreme, I gotta say, because there's this imaginary rule that I came up with for this piece to just simply not be able to use any other layer than the background that comes with the very file you create in Photoshop, so yeah. I slowly started to introduce color. I tried not to use any other blending mode on the brush until the very late stages of the painting. So by now I'm just simply using the normal mode and a simple brush. And as you can see here, I'm already trying to mess up what I just said by just going for that overlay mode, but it wasn't like a substantial addition anyway. So yeah, I was trying to use fewer brushes. Like, as you might have seen, I was just using the round brush, and here I'm tweaking the light a little bit and kind of trying to figure out the overall mood of the image, because it was too bright before. So yeah, this kind of adds some of this other type of mood, I would say. This different atmosphere, like it's cloudy, but there's still some sun rays passing, coming through. So yeah, I soon started to kind of try this kind of color accent. You see that red, I was gonna say spots, but it's more like it's like a color accent on the lower side of the image. Well, that's what I try to do on the clouds as well. I really like that vibe that is usually seen in traditional paintings, when the artist starts with this red pencil or red color to kind of get like the background thing, and then they paint on top of that, and inevitably some of those background rests kind of, there's like remains of that initial color. So that's what gives those paintings their identity. So I wanted to kind of emulate that here. So yeah, I'm like exploring this river. As you can see, I'm not quite sure what's the shape of it. So I soon figured out, hey, this could be a coastline actually, and I soon started to kind of apply some more contrast, I would say. And yeah, this is also the point where I switched to my Cintiq. I'm actually editing this on the Cintiq anyway, because it's my primary monitor, but yeah, I was using the Intuos tablet, and it was more comfortable, I think. And now conditions have changed, and this is more comfortable now. It's more comfortable for me to use the Cintiq now because painting. So yeah, I will soon start kind of applying those little dots which make you think that there's like a, you know, they give the impression of a city or like a little town. Here I'm trying to alter the contrast once again. And I'm really minding the values, you know, all the time. I'm trying to not make them like too boring, like not really that much contrast in the image. So I'm trying to fix that, and I think this is already like the detail phase. You know, it's a good time for me to start kind of thinking of several details, like, hey, we could have some mountains here and there, you know, like we're pretty high right here, up here on this mountain cliff, I would say. See, there's the little buildings, and they don't have to be detailed at all. In fact, they're just brush strokes, you know, there's nothing else to it. And that weird red line was me trying to emulate this kind of sunset vibe, you know, even though this is not a sunset. I was just trying to please myself and just do that because I felt like doing that, you know. And, later that will actually be quite crucial because it adds that. Oh, by the way, here I'm just deleting those because it's only one layer, you know, so I can't do anything else. It's not like I use like an underlaying sketch and then I paint it on top of it, so then you just erase the previous sketch and, you know, what you painted on top remains. So here I just use the spot healing brush, I think. I don't know. I don't know what's the name, but I just press J and that comes up and I use it. So yeah, and here I'm detailing the clouds a little more. I sometimes I use this, I forgot what the name is of the setting. You know, there's a brush setting that you can enable, and I think it's color. Oh man, I forgot. Color dynamics. Yeah. So what it does is that, you know, you can play around with the settings there, but every time you lay down a brush stroke, it kind of changes color. So how much does it change? That's up to you. You can set it up as you wish. So I use that for the clouds, you know, so I can get some of that tone variety here and there. And yeah, man, this was more like an exercise for me to kind of relax and see what I can come up with no plan at all. So here I am trying to think if I should add some characters here or not, how big they are, how small they are. I'm not quite sure, but I'm just playing around with details. Here I'm like thinking, hey, this shape here, I think it adds up to the image, you know. And it's every time you do something like this, it's like a big risk, you know, because you only have one layer, so you have to really think about it. I mean, it wouldn't take long to erase that if I wanted, you know. You just paint whatever's behind it and that's it. So yeah, here I'm adding the little guys. I initially thought of only adding one, and then I thought, hey, maybe if I add more people, it'll kind of add more to the story. Like, if you ask me, I honestly have no idea. I would actually like to hear from you guys, like, what do you think is the story here? And you'll see, because this is the process that I followed, you know, and I was and as I was painting, I was discovering this story. I was kind of exploring all the possibilities of the story. And so far, I thought, hey, a couple friends just go to the mountain, you know, and they're having fun. And that guy right there, I'm not sure. Is he falling? Did he slip off and he's gonna fall? He's gonna fall off the edge or something? I hope not. I hope he's just playing around and just doing like his, balance tricks or something. And the other guy's like looking at him. It's like, dude, be careful. I don't know. But this other guy, he's like, you know, the one that's closer to the camera, the one on the right side. He's like oh, what are those guys doing, you know? Or he's like observing, you know, like you see his posture, his pose is like trying to climb up this rock to see better. That doesn't make any sense because they're already high as fuck. So anyway, oh, by the way, I tried to make like a mountain in the middle, just trying to break this monotonous sky, I guess, because it's full of clouds, but those clouds, I don't know, man, they don't seem to have much personality. Like, I could have done better, but I was tired of this image already. I just wanted to be over. I wanted to wrap it up as soon as I could. And here I'm just playing with a bunch of lighting effects. Here's where I start to use those color dodge, overlay, multiply, you know, all those sort of blending modes for... Oh yeah, and here's the final touch, because I had no idea what I was doing. So to break that symmetry, not symmetry, but that you know, that not interesting composition and that not so interesting overall image, I thought, hey, what if we add these meteorites or asteroids or alien spaceships landing on Earth? I don't know. I have no idea what those are, and that's why I'm asking you guys, what do you think about the story? You know, what's on your mind right now as you see this? I finished by just simply adding a couple more buildings here and there, and this, it seems crazy, but this is what makes the image look way more interesting and richer, you know, in terms of details and stuff. And it's nothing but a bunch of points, you know, a bunch of dots added here and there, and it's incredible how much that can add to an image like this. So yeah, here I'm adding like a bunch of docks, I think. I like to think those are docks where ships kind of that's like a coastal area, you know. It's like a city that's built on the coastline, and we can see now the line that I drew in the background, you know, that kind of a pink line could be an impact of one of those asteroids, so it's not the sunset anymore. I don't know, man. This was pretty interesting. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what the story this makes in your mind. Like, what do you think about it? And well, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the new subscribers, by the way. Thank you for your appreciation, for your support, and remember to stay creative. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, just enjoy your time, take care of yourselves, and yeah, and have a good one. Bye bye.